So here's a headline. It says inflation leaped 3% in January, and here's what it means for Fed cut rates. I'm not going to read the article because it's just a bunch of bogus product placement word salad in articles. What I will say right now is this is where we have great big companies who are asking for money from the United States government taxpayers to fund their business. Now, a lot of the business is failing business and it should go out of business. The same thing with brick and mortar business, that where you have, and this is something I learned from Shark Tank. I thought of it, when they started saying, oh, that's a product, that's not actually a business. Well, even though they promoted products at one point that were not a business, but they were calling them a business. So that's the double speak and the double standard that comes out of Shark Tank related to if things are good and going their way, they will support a product in a store. Well, let's use this as an example. Google has never opened a Google store that I'm aware of, a flagship store. Apple has flagship stores and they have Apple stores. But cell phones are a product because you can buy them inside of Walmart, a big box store. And so at this point, why aren't they telling people, well, you really don't see much of anything of anyone on Shark Tank, though, related to cell phones or anything like that, or coming up with something disingenuous, maybe is the word I should be using. Maybe that's what's trying to come out. And I was trying to say genuous. So pitching products or software, I don't think the sharks would get involved with software because what they've been pushing is stuff strictly on TV. So it's product placement. It's related to advertising. It's related to venues, hotels, travel, tourism is where it always leads back to. That is travel and tourism, and inflating the price of goods is what it is, because they always said that they can mark things up 1,000% so they can get it cheaply made in another country, not in the United States. So they don't care about getting things made in the United States. They want it made as cheap as possible, then mark it up on the American public, cause inflation, and then ask for the American taxpayers to pay for their inflation that they're causing. It's the same thing with food, housing, water, basic necessities. That is what's taking place related to inflation, year over year over year compounding.